that was a weird way to put it, but yeah, that's me.
This is Osmodius.
Oh, the big Oz himself.
In a series like Helluva Boss, the demons who live in hell are forced to ascribe to a hierarchy where the most powerful demons remain on top. Interestingly, many of the series' main characters reside on the lower side of the hierarchy. Due to this, they're in constant competition with others and must take extreme measures to make ends meet. In today's video, we'll rank the recurring characters in Helluva Boss and where they may fall in terms of strength, influence, and raw power.
I don't want to lose, because I feel like if I lose this, I lose you.
Number 12. Crimson. As the leader of a mob family, Crimson has a loyal following willing to do his bidding. When he debuts in X's and O's, his influence over Moxie nearly convinces him to go through with something that would ruin his life. Through flashbacks, the audience witnesses Crimson's actions to those who cross him, like drowning them in a lake. Crimson's brutality is why his son avoids him, but that fear doesn't stop Crimson from ordering a full-scale attack on IMP, resulting in a violent battle before they leave Moxie's childhood home. He also has connections teaming up with known mercenaries like Stryker.
You think you're gonna just get to walk away from this family and never come back?
Number 11. Fizzarali. Fizzarali is a good-natured and kind imp who always wants to spread happiness to a broad audience. His aspirations to become a world-famous clown came from his love of performing and show business, which followed him into adulthood. He pursues his dream even after the fire that leaves him with life-altering wounds, becoming a celebrity with the support of Mammon. However, unlike other demons, Fizzarali doesn't learn how to defend himself, as seen when kidnapped in Oops. However, he makes up for his lack of defense with his skills to manipulate an audience using his acrobatics and performance to distract the likes of Stryker and Crimson.
I was just supposed to grab some gas station milk and rehearse some juggling.
Number 10. Verosica. A famous member of Asmodius' succubi, Verosica is a renowned performer throughout Hell and Earth. While she may not use her team to fight enemies, she can still manipulate a situation or cause a scene. Succubi are known for their cunning involving human desire, seducing their victims in acts of lust. Verosica does as much in her debut episode Spring Broken. During the episode, she reconnects with her ex Blitz, and the pair decide to have a competition on Earth about which group could kill or seduce more humans. Verosica is also a recurring antagonist in the series, placing her at constant odds with the members of IMP.
3 rings down!
And I should have known you'd be here when I heard the Amber Alerts.
Number 9. Stryker. Unlike his business partner Crimson, Stryker could hold his own and isn't afraid to work alone. As a mercenary and assassin, Stryker is adept in combat and can hold off numerous adversaries at the same time. He does so in episodes like the Harvest Moon Festival and Western Energy, where he encounters IMP and must fend them off to keep his target Stolas. The fact that he can successfully kidnap and detain Stolas is also a sign of his skill, as Stolas has frightening skill and power of his own as the Prince of Ars Goetia.
You must be the famous Mildred. Heard some good things about you from your little lady.
Number 8. Luna. As one of the youngest members of IMP, Luna doesn't have trouble keeping up with the others in combat. She's a ferocious fighter showcased in the episodes Truth Seekers and The Full Moon, when she has no problem withstanding and outsmarting numerous enemies at the same time. As a hellhound, she also has an edge that the other members of her organization don't, a human disguise. She's capable of walking freely among humans, shown notably in Seeing Stars when she traverses Earth to find the missing Octavia.
Everybody's got issues, especially dads. And sometimes they f*** up.
Number 7. Moxie. While Moxie isn't always the first to jump to violent action, he's more than capable of handling himself in a fight and helping his allies out of a bind. Moxie is the brains behind IMP with vast knowledge of war, battle tactics, and weaponry. He could be considered the arms expert of the group, as he prefers fighting with guns rather than his bare hands or in close combat. In The Full Moon, he uses precise aiming to save Millie from the heavily armed cherubs, outmaneuvering their mecha suits that had numerous weapons of their own. Number 6. Blitz. Blitz is the leader and owner of IMP for a reason. While most of the characters may not consider him a serious threat, Blitz is a jack of all trades. He's a skilled fighter who can rely on weapons, hand-to-hand combat, and his environment to help himself get out of a bad situation. He's also capable of making workable plans in a pinch, as he helps save himself and Fizzarali when they're taken hostage in Oops. In addition to his combat skills, Blitz also has a history as an acrobat and circus performer. Agile and athletic, Blitz can maneuver himself through complex terrain, like doing flips or swinging from platform to platform. Additionally, Blitz is proficient at manipulating others so long as he keeps his ego in check, as he constantly makes deals and contracts with people throughout Hell.
It's nothing else.
Then why were you even there?
Other very important reasons, of course.
Number 5. Millie. As far as raw power and strength are concerned, Millie is the best combatant IMP has to offer. She's incredibly proficient in hand-to-hand combat and when using weapons like knives, axes, and swords. When the group has a particularly powerful enemy or is facing off against a large group, Millie is the one they can depend on to clear a path to safety. She becomes especially vicious when her loved ones are concerned, as in X's and O's, she single-handedly defeats many of Crimson's men, going so far as to expose bones and spinal cords, using them as additional weapons throughout the fight. When someone considers what a demon would be capable of in combat, someone like Millie likely comes to mind.
Family if they didn't force him to rub elbows with a no-good shark tooth face.
Number 4. Stolas. As one of the many princes of the Ars Goetia, Stolas is a high-ranking demon with an unknown wealth of power. He owns a grimoire that allows him to conduct spells, watch over the stars, and travel to Earth. There are many scenes throughout the series where Stolas appears outside of Hell or uses his grimoire to show other locations, as he does in Seeing Stars. Aside from sorcery, Stolas is also incredibly powerful and capable of committing terrifying acts. In Truth Seekers, he arrives on Earth to save Blitz and the others from the secret agents that captured them, using his abilities to kill and traumatize many, resulting in one of the most intense and horrific moments in the series.
Are you alright?
Ugh, I'm fine, Stolas.
Good.
Number 3. Asmodeus. In the hierarchy of Hell, the only demons who range close in power compared to Lucifer and the Morningstar family are the 7 deadly sins. These demons represent the 7 rings of Hell and assumedly help Lucifer run the realm with personal dominion over their corresponding ring. Asmodeus is the first sin introduced in the series. However, as the sin of lust, he's more concerned with acts of genuine passion than bouts of violence. Crimson calls him the weakest of the sins. However, it's unknown if that's true or if it's a matter of personal opinion. At the same time, a prominent businessman with products sold throughout Hell, Asmodeus isn't afraid to showcase his power when Fizzarali is in danger, willing to stand up against Mammon and Mammon's magnificent musical mid-season special if necessary.
Come on. I'm trying to talk to you. You can't force yourself to...
Oz, I have to do this.
Number 2. Beelzebub. The next sin introduced is Beelzebub. Like Asmodeus, she appears to have abandoned all notion of violence and the harsh lifestyle in Hell for something she can genuinely enjoy. When she debuts in Queen Bee, she's throwing a party that imps and hellhounds, including her boyfriend Vortex, are welcome to attend. As the sin of gluttony, she encourages everyone to indulge in their vices, so long as they don't take it too far. She also has a product known as Beelzejuice that may act like an alcohol, something she gives to her partygoers in droves. Although Beelzebub is a fun-loving and free-spirited demon, she doesn't hesitate to show her full demonic form when she feels threatened.
Too hard with the confetti this time, though. I have, like, a rainbow in my vagina right now.
Number 1. Mammon. Although he's the most unliked of all the 7 deadly sins introduced so far, that's precisely what makes him the most dangerous. As the sin of greed, Mammon is completely self-interested and only concerned with growing his wealth. Although he was once a famous performer known throughout Hell, he now capitalizes on other demons' fame and popularity. He's the one who brought Fizzarali into stardom, using the imp as the face of his brand, which is the new inspiration for numerous well-selling products. Unlike Beelzebub and Asmodeus, Mammon may lack the morality necessary to do the wrong thing. He was almost ready to get violent with Fizzarali but withdrew when confronted by Asmodeus. However, when it comes to demons, morality or lack thereof can make all the difference when it comes to power.
You are gonna regret revealing that, Oz.
In a series like Helluva Boss, the recurring cast of characters live in an environment where they must be in constant competition with one another. The hierarchy they live within makes it nearly impossible for lesser demons to climb in rank, while entities like the Ars Goetia and the 7 deadly sins are entitled to more resources and power. It's likely that a ranking like this will remain relatively the same as the series continues, as demons from wildly different backgrounds remain at odds.
Hey, how did you find me?
Your Instagram.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
When the day comes, nothing will be able to keep me from being there with you. Good night, my owlet.